problem solution not feasible or we cannot get it. At that time, this kind of technique is very useful, and this kind of technique should use for that only. It should not be used for the traditional solution are available, and I go for that. So these are some of the technique, and particularly these two technique widely used in particular civil engineering. Not only this, but there are other technique also we have used. But genetic algorithm and cellular automata are the technique. One is to get the optimum solution. That is genetic algorithm. Another is cellular automata. That is a simulation kind of technique where we do the simulation in real life problem. Normally, all macroscopic models, when we going to get the solution through simulation, nothing wrong in that, but take use of time. And also sometimes it is not possible when it get discontinued. So that time we try to get the cellular automata, which gives the discrete kind of nature, and we can use that in the simulation. So I can say that cellular automata can be used very well as a macroscopic model in simulation. Let's see that. See what is soft proofreading technique. Just very brief, I will going to tell you. Then there are all these CA, GA, SA, simulated tunneling, fuzzy, ANN, artificial neural network, and evolutionary algorithm, and so many. There are a huge number of algorithm is available to get particular type of solution. But when we are talking about this all methods, we must know that which method I should use for my problem. That is definite. And we should understand that the particular problem is where it is fitting. It is fitting to CA. Then I will formulate the problem formulation in CA. If it is fitting in GA, my problem I will formulate in which is applicable to GA. Similarly, SA, simulate annealing. If it is fitting in simulate annealing, we will do that also. So sometimes combination of these also are there. You know that fuzzy is also going to give the uncertainty kind of things validated in fuzzy and get the solution, which may be 0.5 or less, we can get it through. And again, that is a technique which is you probably might have worked in ANOVA or regression analysis, something like that, where ANN is predicting the flow or traditional data which you are having available, and next 10 years what is going to be happen. That is normally we do with the regression analysis and ANOVA technique, but there is uncertainty is there. Sometimes weightages are not properly given in that kind of solution. Here, ANN is giving some kind of layers, which we call the weighted layer. They will decide the weighted to the each particular variable to the other variable, which is are deterministic. So these are the technique where we should use. We should know that selection of technique that you should see what is your problem and how I can go with this kind of technique. There is application in civil engineering. I said that there is a transportation engineering I wrote, but there is a structural engineering is there, geotech is there. Every problem can be used in CA, but you only should know that how I should formulate my problem. And mostly, most of the problems which is not able to solve, a real life problem I am talking, and people don't know the solution also. Suppose uh, Surat Municipal Corporation running the buses in city. They wanted to get the optimum way to operate this public transportation. So there is two entities are taking interest in that. One is owner, that bus owner, which will try to get the maximum benefit. Another is user, and they also feel that they should get very cheap transportation, safe transportation, and minimum time are the probably criteria for the user. Now there is a conflict objective. So this conflict objective is there. We have to try to get the optimum for both the people, user as well as operator. So now you have to formulate the problem, and it is a real problem, real life problem, and nobody knows the solution of it. So how do you get the solution? So we have to mathematically formulate the problem, and then you have to convert that into the form in where the GA is required. We'll talk about that. And then you can give it the problem to the GA. GA going to solve the possible maximum possible way. And it will tell you that these are the number of buses you can run. These are the route you can go with. You will get maximum benefit. Now, otherwise it was not possible. Simply mathematical model not able to solve that. Because there, as I said, there is uncertainty, there is a discontinuity of the problems are there. And that is why it is not possible. Simple linear equations are there, we can solve it. Simple non-linear equations are there, we can solve it. But again, there is uncertainty come, then it will definitely difficult to solve. So this is what I talk about the soft computing. The uncertainties are there, in partial truth are there. These whole combination after some time people is required to find out. And mostly real life problems are attached with the uncertainty. You say yes or no, but it is attached with the uncertainty. And uncertainty will not give solution until you get this kind of soft computing technique in your computing. And that give fast solution also. That another thing. You can solve this kind of problem by exhaustive search, but then it become huge computational technique. Computational hardware is required for that. Even I was working with my GA problem for around 15 knots and some 52 links problem of network. It was taking 1 day. When I run the my GA, it take 1 day. Now that GA I use, if I have not used GA, then you can imagine how much days it required to get solution with the exhaustive search. So it's not possible then. And that was very small problem. I was talking about the all city problem. Then it becomes next impossible for exhaustive search also. So these are the certain soft computing technique. There is a neural network, SVM, fuzzy logic, evolutionary technique, GA, and colony optimization, particle swarm optimization. These are the two more which I was not talking about, but these are the two more soft computing techniques are there. And all these techniques ultimately related to the uncertainty, how you tackle the uncertainty to your problem. Now, these are a problem where, see, all the field of civil engineering, we can use it. Some of the, I have listed down this optimal performance analysis, experimental flow modeling, something all. So these are the various applications where you can solve, use this. But as I told you, it is not normally for the small problem. These are all the solution, all the questions which is for the huge problem, and people try to get solution of this problem through this kind of technique. And it become very much possible because of the today's technical or today's hardware and computer available now with the vast memory people are using that. So as computing hardware improving, and we can find that the time and the fast computing will become possible for that. Now let's see cellular automata. It is not possible to give all the things of cellular automata in 1 hour or 2 hours, because it is a both the techniques, cellular automata and genetic algorithm are used technically. I have tried to get it that at least something you know about the cellular automata, how it works. It is very old technique, and normally physics people were using since long. But civil engineer, particularly in our field, it is almost after 1960. It has came some Nagel who was working in this area, and he has tried to implement into transportation field first, because it is very much useful for matrix kind of analysis. And then later it is used for the simulation for the structure also, and many places, geotech also it is used. and it is rule-based kind of techniques. Cellular is cell, it represents cell, and automata is rules. So cellular automata is named because of cellular cell has got many rules, many rules. It is attached with the cell. So cell is very important factor for cellular automata, and cell shape also is very important. Now you see that if I get a square cell, there is a four side, four neighbor. If I count triangle, there is a three neighbor. Hexagonal, six neighbors, something like that. So depend on the type of cell, depend on the side of that. I can describe each side is a root, how I'm going to get react with their neighbors, and next time step, what kind of shape that particular cell is going to react. So many real field, as I said, that physics people were using since long this, and they have quite number of papers you find that they have used for the cellular automata. See, one thing I can tell you that cellular automata based on cell. There is a cell means there is a two-dimensional, and then if three-dimensional, third dimension, if I add, it become cube, something like that. So again, cube has got many sides, many other rules attached with that. So people have tried to get inside and get more and more research in that. Example of application, I suppose there is a fire broke. Now fire is expanding, surrounding all this. So how does it do? People cannot predict it, but there are a certain vector. Suppose wind is there, and that also affects. So how does it affect? So this I can put it other way, that my cell are there, number of cell are there, and how does it react with the wind? So it gives the relation with their neighbor and get updated next time. So next time, so new direction, new shape is going to come. That is an example I am giving where you can apply it. Then another, like cities expanding. You see Ahmedabad or Surat, 1960, it was some shape, and then now today it is another other shape. So gradually it is changing its shape. Now how this change is came? What are the rules I should apply so that same kind of pattern I can get it? You can validate also, and you can predict also. In future, the Surat city is going to have shape like this. So traffic engineering also use, urban transportation planning also it is used, water resources, yeah, water resources also you can use, and the structure, as I said, that people are using in structure also. So what is CA? That slight introduction I given. Why cellular automata? Why not other techniques? So as I said, there is many other techniques are there. So where your problem is fitting, that you have to say. And cellular automata, because it is the computing technique, soft computing technique, which is very near to machine language. See, all these techniques like CA, GA are all near to machine language. They are working with 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, something like that. They don't know your variables. They only know the string, which I can say 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. So it is fast computing. When you work with the machine language directly, it is giving a solution within no time. So, and that is why we are using probably cellular automata than other techniques. Where you should apply, how you apply. So these are some of the questions I will try to address. So at least you come to know that the why this CA and where this CA we are using. Now CA are dynamically system in which space and time are discrete. So it is two element is concerned here. One is space and time, and these are the discrete characteristics. And mostly all computer application, when you apply for continuity solution or maybe integration, all that, you have to discretize when you apply that particular problem solution into the computing, means in the programs. So it needs some time here, but here it is directly working with the space and time. I said 0, 1, 0, 1, some kind of thing. A cellular automata consists of a regular grid or array of a cell. So if it is only one row, I can count that as an array. But if it is a multiple array, multiple rows are there, then it becomes a grid. So this cell interact with their neighbor. If my cells is a square, then it will be having a 4 neighbors. And how does it interact? I have to make a rule for the algorithm, and it will try to change at every point of time. So initially it will be this, then it changes like this, but there is a fixed rule that you have to apply in this. Then each cell has its own state that can be a variable property or other information. So cell is having their own characteristic. Cell is having some, suppose I say red color, that is a property. Then because of the certain kind of relation with their rules, it may get changed or may not get changed. Color remain black or black, right? So every cell has got some kind of identity with the dimension, of course. Then there is an important rule. CAR is a cellular automata rule number 184. We will see that what is 184. That is used for signal and traffic flow model. So it is array, and normally this rule gives some kind of flow. Either it is you take it as a river flow, or you take it as a vehicle flow, but it represents the flow, and almost all the characteristics of flow you can rebuild with the car 184. See, when I say it is a river flow, now real river flow is a continuous flow. Whereas that you cannot generate continuous kind of flow in car 184. You can formulate with the discrete kind of nature, but when the scale you enlarge, you feel that okay, it is almost same kind of thing. So when you validate your flow characteristic at macroscopic level, this will be, you will be happy that it is matching with the continuity theory also. So that are the very much advantage for the water resources people as well as transportation people, where they are normally using macroscopic model to get the flow characteristics. So let's say that 1940 somebody has worked like Ullmann and Newman with this concept. Then there is a 1970 Conway Games of Life as given. But let's say 1980 Stephen Wolfram has firstly used one-dimensional cellular automata. Okay, no problem. So, so this is a very simple model here developed, and then after people try to work on this particular one-dimensional cellular automata in almost all field is water resources as well as transportation. So we'll see that how the transportation, particularly myself, we have modified a certain way of cell making, cell dimension, and we have also got a very good publication by changing the dimension of cell, which represent the almost all kind of vehicle. If scooter is there, then one cell, then there is a car is there, then two cells, something like that. So it represents some kind of a real problem. We try to match it and make a optimum dimension of particular cell. So we have first formulate our problem to get the optimum dimension, and we have utilized genetic algorithm to get the optimum dimension for the particular cell. That is very important first. And then we have selected that dimension, and then we have done the modeling. It is little bit different than the one-dimensional cellular automata, because one-dimensional cellular automata is only array, but here not only array, but there is a different size of cell also. Now CA has become more popular for computer implementation. As I already talked about why cellular automata, it is discretized result high computing efficiency. Large scale computer simulation is then because of possible, because of the high computing. And discretized nature, it has limitation to prescribe the acceleration deceleration. It means that the limitation of this particular soft computing technique is that you cannot validate it with the microscopic way, because it is something discrete, and you will find that your car is jumping, and running, which is not really in real situation. Therefore, the acceleration deceleration will not matching when you try to compare or when you try to validate it. It may not be possible for you to get that close validation. Now see that person who is one-dimensional. Now this is area, as I said, my cell is square. Cell has got two neighbors. Now this is the simple. There is a one cell is there. It has two neighbors. Now this is a first time step. Say 0 second. Now after 10 seconds, if my time interval I take 10 seconds. Then after 10 seconds, what is going to be the situation? The situation is that how does this neighbors react with this cell? So the status of cell at 0 second may get changed after 10 seconds, something else. That because depend on to the rules which is given by programmer or say who developed the algorithm. Now see, this is a simple example on off on. I can say 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1, something like that. So you might have observed the series, in Diwali time and other functions, people are going to have the series, and you feel that something is moving, because it is just having a 0 1 0 1. It is on off on off on off on off. It is something like that, but you feel that there is a movement are there, and this technique is nothing but the replica of that. Now you can make accident also there. At the one place you put a full light for some time, and you find that behind all the light which is coming getting Q. So this kind of application has been done, and it works well for the traffic simulation. Excuse me. Now many ways you can change your cell. Many rules are available. Here only 2 is there, so I can say 2 raised to 254 rules is possible. Now you see, this is the rule type, how the rule is defined. So this is, see, one triplicate we say here. Okay, this is the first, this is the complete area, I say. To make understand, I make a square. Now this is the cell I am interested in, but this cell has both the neighbor is black. So on next time tape, it become black. So here also you see that there is a right side is this, left side is black, then it become again red only. Here you see that both the side white, even the cell has got there. Next time to it become red only. So when these are the situation of man, it is total 8. Now in all 8 situation, Or the next time step, that a particular middle cell get changed. And next time it will get changed, and then you find different. This is one algorithm. Similarly, here I have say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 I have given. 7 I have given. I can make it this white. Then rule become different. If I make it this white, rule become different. So it is something like that. Say this is the simple. I try to make. This is our array. This is time step 0. 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, 4 second, something like that. And now you see that what is the reaction next time this particular cell become both the side white, it become black. Both the side white, it become black. Now, what about this cell? So this side is black, this side is white, it become black. This is the what rule saying. Here, all three are white, so both the neighbor is white. It is going to be white only. So next time step it will get different array, means 0, 1, 0, 1, what I say, in different way, but it follow the rule this, which I made it clear. This is one rule only. Now this is I say 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. 1 means black. This is again one rule is there. So you see that rule, all three is black. Then there is a white. This I made rule. This is the again this become black to black only. Similarly here also you see that if this is the situation come, black become white. And I say 1. Now you see there's some figure I get for my rule. It is something 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. Now this is nothing but it is a number of rule which we call cellular automata rule. And you convert that into the binary. Binary you convert into the figures, then it become say 106. So what I do nothing, it is binary I converted into the real value, it become 106. So what I say, this rule is I developed, or I say okay, this is the way it should convert next time take. Then I say it is a 106 rule, car rule 106. So and when you put 106, it try to get the reaction a number of steps it going to be repeatedly doing. So what is the rule of this? All 0. So 0 rule. All is there. The sum of this is 256. And then what I made a rule 128, 264. This is my rule. Then this is what I try to develop new cellular automata rule, and then it become 208. But important is what? Important is 184 for us. This is a mostly comes in the flow modeling, and that is why say that is if this all black, this is going to be black. If this is this situation there, it become black. If this situation there, it become black. This situation there become black, and it represents nothing but car 184. So now how does this particular car 184 looks like? Now you see that there is a two, one is there. Two, my cell is filled with car. I assuming it is car or it is a cell. Now next time step, you see that it is moved. Applying this rule, all three, then this first condition. This is the condition. It is that condition is here, so it become black. So it moves. So when I get this all like this in all time step, and I put that simulation, it try to, you find that it is moving myself. That's what I want actually for the simulation. Now car is moving, situation is going to come. This is 2 time. It is a particular rule has to be developed. Similarly, like this, and then you formulate a different shape. Time you can see the shape is changing. So very interesting is that 184 rule we find for the flow dynamics. Now where does we apply artificial cellular automata? As I said, model forest fires, thermodynamic, hydrodynamic, traffic planning, urban planning, all the places, even structure, geotech, and all that places we can use. Only see that how I should apply. That is most important. I know technique, but if I don't know how to apply it, no use of it. So in which condition I should go for CA, and that is very important. But yeah, you can see that how the rules can be applied. It is very easy technique. Once you know your problem, once you know that it is easily represented by cellular automata, you can definitely work. And what I feel is that the today's researchers, many times it happens that we don't find many problems, but definitely you can find the problem which improve even. Hello?
सर
Pardon, please. Any question?
No, sir. Please continue, sir.
Okay. Now you find lot of applications of CA. Many papers are there. I just listed few papers, which is I find important for civil engineers. You can see that. Then you see this I have tried to model it. There are a car. Now you see the speed also is there. I try to attain the speed in this particular simple model. See, this is the depending on the rule, it will move. Now, every vehicle try to increase speed is the first rule. Okay, so everybody wanted to go with the maximum speed. So, and there is a, if I do not provide, then acceleration rule, simple, whatever the speed is there, acceleration means one cell. It will jump one cell, something like that. Then deceleration, depending on the gap. If I do have 2 cell only and my speed is 2 and 2 plus 1 3 it will come, so I have to put a brake on it. So whatever minimum gap is there, I will put a 2 and my vehicle lands here. So that time it works. So deceleration, and then if I don't apply this rule, see, very important. If this rule I don't apply, which is called a randomness in my particular model, then it become everybody running fine, nothing wrong in that. But to realistic, it is not happening. So this new rule is implemented in this, that some randomization also should be there. Every driver is not going with 80 km speed constantly. And if I don't put this rule, then 80 km people go that way. It becomes something theoretical type of simulation you will find. But when you apply this rule, some realistic picture going to come. And after result, if I am getting out after result, see, these are the macroscopic comparison with my macroscopic result of the problem. So you see that it is quite good representation with the macroscopic model. So when I compare that with the macroscopic model, you see it is a quite interesting result it is giving. So, and very less time. When you run that particular model in computing, I think 1/10, not even 1/10, उससे भी कम, and you can find it out the solution. And there are this is the comparison of randomization and non-randomization. Proposed rule is giving some kind of this situation. By randomization we have added, and without randomization you see that this kind of traditional perfect theoretical flow is finding out. Okay. In real life we are not getting like this, we are getting like this only. So we try to give realistic movement of the traffic, and this is what the rule we have developed. And accident scenario also you see that it give very good relations. Here accident has occurred, so there is a shock waves. You see it is created shock waves. So how much delay going to come, that also you can find it out. So this is something, you know, give macroscopic result very perfectly, and that's what we require. Ultimate result is what we need. How much delay is going to come, how much flow is going to be there, and that should be as near as what actually is, and it is giving with no time. So these are certain advantages of it. I was talking about our work, like we have see the size of cell which we have changed, and this size of cell, you see there is a car, it represents with this number of cells, LCV light vehicles, then there is a heavy truck, and those truck which we have array, that array was only of a single cell, but here it is a multi-cell, two-dimensional. But now you see there is a optimized, this is a 3.5 meters, and you can see that there is a car and auto can go both the side to side. Of course, all the clearance and all that it is there. Here I have shown very near to near, but actually they do have the clearance also of that. So vehicle LCV cell is there, but it is something like that. It will cover only these areas of the cells. Clearance are there. You see that effect of incident that already I have shown on there. And in that it is quite interesting. When only single array, here it is heterogeneous traffic. Only make 80% of car, 2 or 3 types of maximum vehicle. But here we are having different type of vehicles with the different characteristic, with different speed, high speed, low speed. So all are represented, and you see there also it is giving quite good representation of software. And this is what it is giving the speed density very closer to the realistic picture. Similarly, this graph also you can compare, which is a big flow characteristic in transportation. This is also you see that it is matching with the real flow. So 1,000 vehicle per hour you can go, and a vehicle is vehicle. If there is a car, also is there, all type of vehicle. Otherwise, we have to consider the PCU, some kind of thing. But here number of vehicle it representing. Now this is something visualization of that particular model. If you start to see that how the vehicle is moving, how the vehicle overtakes, how the vehicle make a soft flow or make a queue. All this you can see. And this is the heterogeneous traffic. You see that. Now, in that conclusion, I can say that CA are computationally efficient modeling. An approach in heterogeneous traffic flow also. So, little bit change in the CA's phenomena. With the different cell we have tried out, different dimension we have tried. A minimal modeling concept has been attempted. CA model present the macroscopic behavior of real life. So this is the one application only I have shown to you, that how the CA can be applied. That is in the traffic. Now where does this kind of technique you can use? Think where the cells are there, where your simulations can be compared with the cell, and some changes are made it. You can make it in any field of it. But you should know that whether it is applicable to my field or not. It may not be directly used for the phenomena like compression, find it out the optimum diameter of a road by through certain kind of forces. That may not be possible, but definitely where there is a increasing, there is a simulation, you can use this technique. Now, any questions here? Cellular automata. If little bit understood, it's fine. But when you understand, you will find many applications by your own also. Okay, this also can be applied, this also can be applied. When you start working in it, you will find something new solution. I was never having idea that this will work. What I said, heterogeneous traffic. So any question? If no question, then we will go ahead for the genetic algorithm. Two things is very clear in online this debate or online this kind of lecture, that nobody is in front of me. I cannot understand who is there and how much you get understanding of it. So either I understand that everything is good and you people learn CA today, or either that nothing, I don't know, people have just started their computer being attendance, and he had to understand everything. So these two, there is change, of course. One benefit was that far away people also, if interested, can see that, can join that, and advantages are there. But what I feel, that the speaker always feel that what they are talking front of that laptop, so nobody is there. So initially it was very difficult, but now we see that everybody is there, on computer, and I'm talking to everyone. So okay, I think little, at least you understood about cellular automata. Now see genetic algorithm. There is a cellular automata, as I said, cell and algorithm, automata, rules on a cell. Here, genetic algorithm. Now here, genetic is what from biological side. So it is having some kind of relation with the biology. And you see that nature is very good. If you do have some kind of problem, it try to prevent it, and automatically it is healed after some time, because then they know that this is the way it is to be. So Darwin law is there. Better, every generation is having better children. They can prevent the environment. So ultimately, every time step, I say not the generation now, every time step, it is improving. So this kind of concept has been utilized in genetic algorithm. Now why GA? As I said, you must know that why GA I should use? Then what is GA? Then how to apply it and where to apply it? These are the 4 questions if you answer. But if these 4 basic fundamentals, if you know about GA, I think you know a lot about GA. I worked in GA in 1999. That time, nobody knows about GA, in particular IITs. And I was, that time not that this much computing or say Google and all that. And you get something kind of ready-made thing. It's not possible. So I have to make my own code for GA. When you able to make a code, when you know perfectly each and everything of GA, then only you can make it code. So it is, you have to go thoroughly what is GA. Then you start doing program and then try to give input and get output, something like that. But it would not never be easy. GN is only to GA. But when you start with working, it is not, it is used in between G2A. So genetic and then there is the algorithm. These 2 things separate. How to apply? Even sometimes it happens that we do have software with us. Genetic software is with us, but we don't know how to apply it. Very important. And if you don't know much about the software, there is a micro level parameters are there. One has to adjust it to get a very good solution. So all these things one should know. Then only perfectly he can apply GA. Now GA is not like if I give the problem to GA, it will give solution. Not that simple. Of course, if you know, and then you give what you find a problem, then it will give up some time, like 1, 2 days, 3 days, doesn't matter. Let him to work, but it gives the perfect solution. So how to apply? Then where to apply? Now this is, as I said, optimization problem. It is a betterment, going to be good and good every time, and maximum good you will going to get it. So I was giving example initially that Surat Municipal Corporation running the bus of public transportation, they wanted to get benefit of it. If I ask you that you tell me solution of it, see, I don't think we can give the solution to it. Not possible. But if you are having this kind of technique, at least something you can tell. Okay, you run 110 buses only. 3-minute bus at the stop. Now you see there is something you get it. Okay, I will give having a benefit of 10 lakhs rupees if I have 110 buses. But if I take 100 buses, then what happened? Then he may get less recovery because then he lost some passengers. Because he has 110 bus instead 100 use, so many way it has been cut down their user time and all that, and then users stop to come. So what solution is given is optimum. This much you have to run for your good benefit. Now, if any optimization problem, we learned that there is a deterministic code. If simple problem is there, say 2-dimension or 3-dimension, I can go with the traditional methods like Tippett descent method. If certain are stochastic codes models are there, then genetic algorithm also is there, simultaneous also is there, and statistical other algorithm. Many algorithm evolutionary techniques are there which has been given, people has worked also. I like GA. out of all this, because we need not to know many things. Once code is available, if you wanted to make code, you require to know everything. But if it is a ready-made software available to me, see, nothing going to do. Just give the values and wait for the solution. So you give all your constraint. 30 passengers should be there in one bus. Bus maximum travel is this much. Minimum earning for the user is this much. All this you put, and then give to the GA. GA will try to find out what is the best, and it will find out. And you can say that this is best, because that solution nobody is going to compare. Where is going to compare? No techniques are there. So we can say that maximum is this possible. But yeah, one more important thing is there. If you go with the exhaustive search, it will give perfect solution. So, but there is a time is important factor. Views time is required. And even we have compared with the small network, we find there is a huge time saving are there. But when you try to get real problem to it, oh, it's tough. It will not work this efficiently, and ultimately something it will give, but time taking is much more. And if your problem is small, you go for the exhaustive search. That is better than GEG. Small problem is there. Now this is a function. See, fxy. This is cos x plus cos y. And the function looks like this in two-dimensional. You see this. Now optimum solution is this. Then there is the optimum solution here. And there is other peak also are there. Now if I go with the traditional method to solve this particular problem, what happens? If my initial point is here, by typical distance method, I will try to get, and I will get peak here because there is slope 0 here. So it terminated, and it will tell that your optimum solution is this. So it is not possible. Try to search and get it terminated here. So probability of good solution getting is only this much. If my initial point is within this, then only I can get this peak. Otherwise, no. So the limitation of that. Similarly, this problem, you see, this is again difficult. Or chances of your initial point is 98% almost that you terminate here until your initial solution is here somewhere, and it will give the peak. So again, that method not found, but GA is finding out. GA is working with the population, and GA said 100 point I give there is a population, so that 100 point randomly distributed here. So few are maybe there here, few may be there, and that will try to improve, and it will give the solution right. So these are all examples which I have tried in my software and telling to you. So we are getting this solution very well in GA, which was not possible otherwise. You see, till more difficult. So all function, but when we try to get optimum solution, yeah, it is very difficult. But GA, I don't understand much of the mathematical formulas. I will give all my parameters. I need not to go into the mathematics, steepest distance method and all that. Will give problem to solution to GA. It will give the solution. So very interesting part is this, just to show you some of the examples of genetic algorithm. You see here, again, where it does it lie? So all the time it is, you see that very interesting. Only these are the points where if you go, it will give. Otherwise, and you see, particular Tippett decision method, where is the initial point you will look for? So it is difficult, and GA will get it. You need not to worry. If you not get it, give more population. Now, comparison of traditional method and GA. So first difference is GA works with the string. Coding of variable instead of the variable. Now, in Tippett decision method, we used to get y is equal to x1, x2, something like that, where x1, x2 is a variable, and I give directly value to x1, x2 to get y, and then of course we have done some derivative and integration to get the optimum y until the we don't get dy by dx is 0 up to that limit. But here it is not like that. Here we have to give one string which only talk about 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. So every time step that 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1 change. Rest remain. So once you have to convert your variable into the binary, and then after getting solution, that binary you have to convert into the solution. So it will work with 0, 1, 0, 1. It not work with the real value of the functions. So that is very first difference. Then GA work with the population of point instead of a single point. That's what I was telling. It will work with the single point, not with the multiple. Whereas GA, right from the first interaction, right from the first point, it take 100 as a population, 200 as a population. So 200 solution at a time it is giving. And out of that, it will improve and improve. Next time step, it will improve more good 200. After that, another more 200 good. Likewise, your solution getting improvement in every time step. Very interesting. I was not knowing that it is when my code is running and giving the value. At that time I was very happy. How this is possible? Every time it will improve. Every time it is improved. Something is great about it, and that we'll see, because some of the problem I'm going to give it to you. So GA works with fitness function information. Now it is something what we call is objective function. Objective function is something in numbers, that 2 legs to 3 legs or something like that, or x1, x2. But here you have to make it function. Either it is maximizing or minimizing. In traditional method, we are having function, but with the constraint. Now that constraint will not look into the fitness function. It will be attached with the objective function. So I have to make little changes into the function, and that I called as a fitness function. So GA works with the fitness function information. GA transition scheme is probabilistic instead of fixed transformation rule. So all the rules or a scheme normally we call in GA that works with the probabilistic nature. So probability we have to give of the GA parameters, that my probability of mutation is this much, crossover is this much, and it works with the probabilistic way. So this we discussed. GA works with the string. Already talked about this. You see that single point is here, it terminated to here, but our solution are here. But if I give the population, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 population I have given, so it may immediately find out what is the solution. So you see that this is the solution directly. I got it in first chance only, suppose. Now comparison, you see that speed problem dependent. If huge problem are there, GA take lot of time. But otherwise in traditional may not be possible. But you are getting some solution in GA. Performance depend on the problem, how the problem is about. Normally GA give excellent solution. Even the realistic problem is not there if you give the traditional solution. Only thing that it give more time, but solution is perfect. Uncertainty necessary, where is not necessary there in GA. Manpower very low to very high. Low. Because I said that if you know GA, you are not required to know the mathematics much more. And there is anybody can work with that then after. Applicability, low problem specific need not to be shown. And low problem specific, where you can apply everywhere, I can say. Intermediate step need not to be for solution. All are solution. So solution you will get it at the end of the first round, second round, third round. I am audible? Darshan?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now see the definition of GA. The GA is a mathematical algorithm that transforms a set of population of mathematical object, typically fixed length binary character string, each with an associated fitness value, into a new set or new generation of the population of offspring objects, using operations pattern after naturally occurring genetic operation and the Darwin principle of reproduction and survival of the fittest. Simple definition. When I went to the library and find what is GA, this was written. This is G. I didn't understand anything of it. Because see, what is binary characteristic, what is Darwin principles, all that, khichdi, and then they said what is, it is G. So, but when you start working on it, you find everything is very easy. So, I was behind that what is what, each particular word, what it will be, therefore their definition. So, ultimately, what I say in simple word is that GA is nothing but it works with the string. So all your objective functions are required to make it as a fitness function, and that fitness function represents some kind of the string which represent with the binary that we call offspring objects. So that binary will work every time. Every generation I will get one binary string. Another generation, another binary string. That wrote nothing but my fitness function. And that string only changes a certain way that after 100 or 200 generation, that particular string remain as it is. It is not going to change it. And I can terminate that once it is a 5 repetition, this kind of string comes. I can tell that now there is no improvement in the solution, and this is what the optimum solution. So there is a many way to stop that particular generation. You can have limitations also. You can define that only 100 generation, something like that. You can stop it. But this is what the definition given in the book. Now, when I start reading books, books always writing gene, chromosome, locus, allele, genotype, phenotype. All this word is something which is મારે પલ્લે નતું પડતું ટૂંકમાં. Okay. So then I find that what is gene? It is a part of solution. Chromosome, it is nothing but the solution. That what I told, I will get ring at the end of my generation, and that nothing but the solution. Then locus, it is a position of gene. Allele, the value of gene. Genotype, it is encoded solution, and a phenotype is a decoded solution. So these are the words certain. If I know, then definitely some more understanding going to come early. Now, generic code work with the population, use binary coding, use simple GA operators. Oh, yeah, I was talking about these operations. This is reproduction, crossover, mutation, and a probabilistic transition. Now it is very easy to understand GA. Nothing much more understanding is required for the application. Modular, separate from application, support multi-objective optimization. What I was giving example of Surat Municipal Corporation is nothing but the multi-objective, conflict objective. Good for noisy environment where more uncertainties are there. Fine, it is there. Always an answer and gets better with the time. So it is not something that it will not give value. It will give some value, and that the first time it may give 100, then 80, then 70, and that terminated. So 70, I can say it is the best. Now coding, transform a real problem into a equivalent code. Fitness function is nothing but what I say is measure of success. GA operators, probabilistic transition for a new solution, and converse suitable terminations. As I said, 100 generation I give. If I have difference of that, I can say until this difference is not there, you continue. So the program will learn for up to that generation. So these are the certain things which we should know before go with the GA. Now you see the coding space, feasible area, illegal solution, infeasible solution, feasible solution, and my aim is only this particular. So what I will find that whatever my solution will give, whatever this area solution I will get, I will make a note. Okay, out of 200, this is the best solution. Rest of the solution automatically goes. So whatever the solution was not feasible, illegal, it will not come in picture next generation. So initially, lot of points of solution are there, which I have given random, and up to this. Next time it is going to be converted into this, then this, and ultimately whatever optimum is there, it will give to optimum solution. Now, function maximization, function minimization. Normally, when we convert the objective function, try to get it into the minimization problem. If it is vice versa, you can use many transformation equivalency. You say X is your solution, Y, but if it is a maximization problem, I can do 1 upon X, something like that. So many transformers are there. You convert that problem into the minimization with your penalties, with your constraint into the objective function. So fitness transformation, you require to do it. Convert minimization problem to an equivalent maximization problem. Yeah, I think reverse I said here. But ultimately, you have to convert into the maximization problem. Now, this is the algorithm, genetic algorithm. Formulate the initial population. Randomly initialize this population. Repeat this much. Evaluate objective function. Find fitness function. Now, this fitness function is nothing but I say I got a string 0 1 0 1 0 1, and now on that 0 1 0 1, these are the operators will run on it. First I will say reproduction, then I will do crossover on that, and then I will do mutation over it, and then I will get the again solution. So first iteration I will get some solution. I go behind again there. I will come here again. These three operations I will do on that, and then it will continue one by one generation. But interestingly, seeing that whatever fitness function I have, it is improving at every generation. So that is surprising part of it. I try to explain that into the flow chart: population, reproduction, modified, evolution, and then again come population. जो solution अच्छे नहीं deleted, a new population will come. Again there is a parents will produce children, and then vice versa it will move. This is the how it works. Many methods are there for selection, but these are the methods mostly you can understand that how actually a good particular solution are repeating. And that is the relative selection rule. You see that there is a 1 is 25, 2 is 5, 3 population has got 40, 4 population got 10, and 5th is 20. So this is how the 5 population giving the result to me. Maximization problem, it means that it repeated 3 in next time, because 3 has got highest value, and next generation I don't want this. Now nothing but simple probability rules. I can say slide ready. Anyway, I can find out like sum of it, and I can find out the probability of this. So sum of these 25 divided by this, 5 divided by this, 40 divided by this sum, I will get the maximum probability of this to get selected. You see, this is 100. If I will go random population to here, the chance of number of population comes here is more, and chance of least is 2 is here. This is 2, 5 only, yeah, not 10, but here 5 is still less. So minimum, when I throw my random population on this, I will get more repetition in 3, maybe ignored next time 2, and then the other also get 1 or 2, something like that. But definitely repetition of 3 chances is more. So next time, next generation, I will get more good population with me. And this is what way, and there is many type of roulette wheel selections are there. But this is basic fundamental to understand that how next time improve version only come. So this is the way it is improved version is coming. As I say, Fi divided by sigma Fi, and that is what the PS it calls. And that PS decide how much repetitions of each particular population are there. Then another crossover will go over it. That is another operator. There is a many other 1.2 point uniform, some many types of crossover probabilities are there, and normally not everybody is taking part to crossover. Few 0.5 to 1% may get part into the crossover. That define, you have to define that how many population will take part into the crossover, and that will be something like that. If you give the 2-point crossover or 1-point crossover, you see that here is a 2-point crossover. So this is the my population of parents. It will change only this, and it will convert into this. So two parents has made some kind of conversation, to the new solution. Here also you see that 0, 1, 0, 1. This is remain constant and new spring I got this. So crossover will work with the whatever the new population is with me, improved one, again it will change in that and it will give to the new formation. And that value is this. And this is 2-point crossover, where this and this will change. This is mutation operation, where only one bit only get changed in that particular string. So you see that here targeted 0 and next time tap it will be 1. Here also the probability you see that not everybody taking in the part of this, only 0.001 or maybe 0.01% of population string will partake part of this. Because now you are going to the microwave solution, and this ultimately search will give you a microscopic kind of search and get good optimization. And after that the new string will come, and a simple example I will try to explain that. You see that the initially population are here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that, and then the crossover after selection, which will give the roulette wheel. I think string 2 was very good, so it get repeated string 2, and then excuse me. After the roulette, you see that this repeated twice, so this means crossover to is given a new children to us. This maybe as per the given probability it taking part and the new solution is given, and at mutation only this particular population will get changed and it giving string 2 again, and this new and then here and this way this cycle is repeated, and how the ultimate solution will be given to us. So this is what we have already talked about. This example I wanted to tell you. This is a very simple function. Fx square equal x square 0, 31 a time interval. So it is very simple. Anybody can tell. The solution is 31 because it is maximum. Now I have to find it out binary coding first. I have to see that my coding will represent 0 and 31. So this particular number of string I require in my string, and old one then fitness function into the 5-bit string. So this is a 5-bit string that you can find it by this rule. How many bit you require for the maximum value which is going to contain by the objective function. And then the 5 population is with me. Initially I have taken 5, and initial value is 13, 24, 8, 19, and phenotype when I convert that it is the giving value 13 square, 24 square, 8, and this is the solution given. Now which is a good solution? I think 576 is the best solution and 64 is the worst solution. So my aim always remain that 576 get repeated or 64 should be eliminated. Now you see the probability as I asked that 0.14, 0.49, 0.06, 0.31. Now I randomly picked up a random number, and you see that it is going to give more repetitions here. 1.97. So in 0, 1 format, I say 1.97 means 2. So this string will be repeated twice. And this I wanted to eliminate, this is 0.22, it will get eliminated. So ultimately I got 5 new solution. It is this. So again, I've done, I get value of 144, 625, 729, 256. So my second generation, I get till more improved. Some figures I got it, where I applied my mutation and crossover and all that. Now, after some time, it is giving, I think after 10 repetition, 10 generation, it is converted and giving the value 31. Instead of 27, when I go for the next time, it will give 31. And this technique we applied in BRTS to find out the good solution. One of my students has worked on it. And see, this is a formulation, minimization. I converted, this is all network part into this particular format. And this is very important actually. Even if you know the technique, but if you can't able to formulate your problem, then you cannot utilize your technique. So this is the parameters all. You see the parameter like bus capacity is there, minimum frequency is there, 6 minimum frequency of every hour should come, minimum load factor is there, minimum frequency per hour too, maximum overlapping allowed 160 buses, and all this parameter has been given. This is all constraint for my objective function. Now you see that the solution which is giving is travel time comparison. We have given more weighted to the number of buses for this particular problem. So you see the number of buses. Now existing route is there and geo optimization route are there. Number of bus previously required on the route is 28. With the new route, it is only 12 is required. Similarly, here 29 bus was required, here in 15. With all the constraint which is satisfied, and that is what important, that it is not much more difference in direct demand satisfied also, and number of buses we get reduced. So 60 only different is there, use only 62. So this is good. 60% populations are getting benefit, 62%. Then here you see the indirect demand 27, here 20 only. Total demand satisfied is more in existing route. Here is less because number of buses get reduced. Total unsatisfied demand is 12. Here 17.36. This is not good again. So with this, I think we end our genetic algorithm applications. You can combine also GAN and GASA, another soft computing technique, just like what I have done GASA, GACA I applied first and then try to do the CA on it. And many applications, routine scheduling, matrix estimation, dynamic traffic assignment, signal optimization, water resources and management, structural engineering. So with this I stop. I think now simulated tunneling is coming, but our focus was only for GA and CA. With this I think I stop here. I request you to ask some questions if you little bit understand, or then it's okay if even a few parts you get from my presentation of today's. Thank you very much. Thanks, Darshan and team, that giving opportunity to me to talk with you people. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your wonderful and informative session. Now, participants are requested, if you have any kind of question, then you can either unmute yourself or you can write it in the chat box so that we can discuss it with sir.
બધાને બધું આવડે છે, આપણે કઈ જરૂર નથી.
Participants are requested to ask any question or doubt.
ઓકે દર્શન, મને લાગે છે બધાને ખૂબ ભાવ્યું છે. નોર્મલી બને છે કાં તો હું બરાબર ડિલિવર નથી કરતો